Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So I'm still working on my Sal and I actually wasn't gonna work on this last night, but I ended up stitching these three small motifs and I think I could stitch that without looking at the chart now. But yeah, so I just need to do these two sections and then this will be finished. Well, I need to fix this and add a whole row across on top here. But yeah, other than that, yeah. And I need to refill my... Oh, that reminds me. So a couple of days ago, I realized that I had a lot more new subscribers than I usually do, and I didn't know where or why that was happening. And then one of my subscribers messaged me on Instagram, and she told me that she sent one of the needle minders that she bought from me to Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts, and she talked about my channel and my Etsy store in her videos. So yeah, that was why, and that was really exciting. And also because I'm like really behind in my watch list right now, so I need to catch up, but I saw that video and it was really cool. So she talked about this one, and this is my needle minder and thread keeper, and the back looks like this. I had to get a rectangle one because the circle magnet was gonna show from the front, but yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you to Martha who sent the needle minder to Caroline, and also to Caroline for showing and talking about my channel and my Etsy shop. So yeah, thank you. That was really exciting. So I'm going to set my goal for today to finish this, and I think it's pretty doable. So I'm going to do that, and sorry if my voice sounds a little more hoarse than normal. It was really dry last night, and I forgot to turn on my humidifier before going to bed. So yeah, I'm not sick or anything. So okay, I'm back now. I just needed some water. But I got a comment in my last video saying that the darker pink ribbon looks a lot better on my ornaments. And I think she's right. So I'm going to save this for a different project. The bow, I think it still looks pretty to me, but not for this project. Yeah, I think the color is too pastel-y for this piece. So instead of this, I'm gonna use this darker one. And this is really cute, but I think I'm gonna try making this a little bigger, making it look more flowy, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try different sizes and lengths. So yeah, this must be so annoying to watching me decide and going back and forth, being indecisive. So I'll just stop talking and start making. I know this looks super messy, but I've been making some bows last night and also cut out these cardboards for the base of my ornaments. So I think I'm going to use two sizes of bows, and I made this one, the bigger one, and I'm keeping the threads in so that I can use it when I attach it to the ornaments. But yeah, so depending on the project, I'll double these bows like this with the smaller one on top. So it'll look something like this. And I'm not gonna do two bows for all projects, but with the hanger, it'll look something like this. And I'm gonna have to trim the legs just a little bit, but yeah. So like I said, depending on the project, I'll use just the bigger bow or just the smaller bow, or double it. Yeah, and so I'm going to work on interfacing the pieces and work on putting everything together this weekend. So hopefully I'll have 4 finishes by end of this week. But it was really fun making these bows, and I think I made too many, but I can always use them in other ornaments. So yeah, and then I have a finish. I finally finished my mystery Sal. Let me just get this. And then I'll add a better video of it right after this clip because it's really hard to get everything inside this frame. But yeah, so this was the very last thing that I worked on, and also I added the extra 2 rows all across these 3 motifs, and I just made that up and I think it looks okay. So yeah, super happy with this. I think it looks really pretty, but I did skip the alphabets. I just decided not to do that. And I saw a bunch of people who finished this project, and there were some really pretty ones. I saw people who did like 3 colors, and that was really pretty too. If you just search Linen and Threads Mystery Sal on Instagram. You can find finishes in different color schemes. I really like the colorful ones, but also the one in blue. That was really pretty, just monochromatic blue. But yeah, so I did mine with Valdani thread, and I was on my third spool when I finished. So I was really glad that I had several spools of it once I ran out of my first one. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I haven't framed anything before, but I think I'm going to look into that next year. I have several larger pieces that I kind of want to frame and hang, like my Fairy Idol by Mirabilia, and I think this would be really pretty framed too. And I don't know if I'll do the next year Sal. I want to see the first part before I decide, but yeah, this was really fun to work on every month. So I might, but I'm not really sure yet. So yeah, I'm going to put this away into my finish pile, and so now that this is done, I'm going to start working on my snow angel. And I recently got all of the Krennics for this project, so yeah, I'm going to work on this until I finish it, so I'm gonna start this today. But I think I'm gonna fix my nails first. I had gel nail polish on, but I was lazy and I didn't buff my nails before applying the polish, so it just peeled right off. So this one is still on there pretty good, but still I'm going to redo it. And it's really fast because I don't really have to wait for it to dry because it's light cured. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this first. But yeah, anyways, I'll check in later with some progress on my snow angel. So I'm about to start my snow angel, and this is what she's gonna look like when she's finished. And I have all of the 5 Krennics that I need to finish this project. But I'm just realizing that this is almost empty. So I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to finish this project. So I think I'm gonna start with this first. So if I need to order it, I will tomorrow. And also, I need 2 colors of beads, and I have one of them, so this transparent silver one. And then the second color, I have the smaller sizes, so the 40 ones, but I need the bigger size in this color. So this size and this color, which I don't have. And I thought about just using the smaller ones, but I don't think it'll look right on perforated paper. But then I remembered that Margarita sent me a bunch of beads. I remember that I had something really similar in the package, and it's the exact color and finish and the perfect size. So I was super happy about that. So I'm going to use this for this project. So thank you, Margarita, for sending me these. And so yeah, I'm going to start stitching now with this and see how much I can get done with this. And I also painted my nails again, and I really like it. So I want to get more colors because this is the only one that I have right now. So it's so nice that I don't have to wait for it to dry. But anyways, I'm going to start stitching now. So I just finished all of the blue with the Krennic, but I did run out of the blue Krennic. So it was this color, and this was a blend with this DMC. So when I ran out of the Krennic, I looked through my stash and found this one. And I went with the darker blue for the DMC, and I think it's almost unnoticeable. It's mostly on the bottom here, and I did like skip and mix the stitches so it could blend with the original. So, but yeah, I think it worked out perfectly. So I finished that, and this is how tall she's going to be. So yeah, I'm going to start my next Krennic now. Just a quick tip about cutting paper or whatever you're cutting. It's always better to have your ruler on the side that you're going to use and have your cutter on the side that you're going to throw away. So if you make a mistake, and I do this all the time, it'll be on the side that you don't need. So if I have it like this and make a mistake, I'm ruining the thing that I need. So yeah, always have the ruler on the side that you're going to use. I learned this after many mistakes. And with this, I just need to be really careful so that I don't cut anything other than the straight line, because I need both sides for my ornaments. So I was going to turn this into a square or a rectangle ornament, but I think I want to turn this into a circle since all the ornaments are in different sizes anyways. I'm just checking if which one was the one that I cut out for the rose. It doesn't matter anyways. I think I'm just gonna turn this into a circle ornament. So I think it'll look more interesting as a group if I have different shapes too. So I'm going to look for my compass. So I have all of the cardboards now. I'm going to cut out my interfacing for them, but I just want to make sure that this is for the basket, because I had another piece that was kind of similar in size, and I'm just gonna make sure that I have the right one. And I'm just going to mark this so that I don't get confused later. But yeah, I'm going to cut out 8 pieces of interfacing. So before I iron them onto my fabric, I'm just going to measure how much fabric I need, and it looks like I'm okay. I was worried that this wasn't going to be enough to finish 4 projects, but it looks like I'm even going to have some leftovers. So I'm just going to cut them with enough margin to cover my cardboards. And that's the last one. So I'm going to save this for other things, and I think I'm ready to iron my interfacing on. So I'm gonna do that off camera. So now I'm just going to lace them, but I'm just going to use double-sided tape to do that because it's much faster. It's faster than gluing too, because you don't have to wait for it till it's dry. But I think I'll just trim this off just a little bit because I think this is a lot too much fabric to be in between the ornaments. And then all I'm doing is just folding the pieces of fabric over so that it's covered, and I'm pulling it a little bit tighter so that it doesn't come loose. I'm also using some regular Scotch tape just to make everything flat, But yeah, so that's it. I'm going to do the same thing on all of them. I just added the hanger in between the cardboards, and now for this part I like to sew them on to each other because I think it looks much better and more stronger than tape or glue for the edges. So I'm gonna do that for all 4 ornaments. And so the back looks like this, and actually, yeah, I'm going to make sure this one is in the right direction. The pattern on the fabric is up and down for everything else, so yeah, and it's taped, so it'll be easy just to take it off and stick it back on. But yeah, so I'm going to take a break now and do some other work, and I actually think it looks really cute without the bow too, so I don't know, but I'm just going to work on sewing them first. So I didn't get to finish the ornaments last night, but I'm really close. I'm almost done. So I sewed the edges together, and it's not perfect, but I think I'm gonna cover them anyways. This one looks a little better. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna cover them with the same ribbon. But yeah, so I still need to do this one, the Santa. I didn't even start this one just yet. But I think I wanna do something like this. And right now I just have the pins in, so I could change it still. But I don't like how this looks a little loose, like the edge here. So I think I'll glue it down if I do this. And I think I want like 1 push pin per side. I think 2 is a little too much. So let me just see what that looks like. Um, hmm. I think I liked it the way before, or like I'm already used to that. But after I decide how many pins and how I'm gonna attach the ribbons, I'll add one of these bows in the middle, and I think that looks really cute. So I'm gonna finish the rest tonight, and hopefully I'll have 4 ornaments finished by tonight. And someone asked me how I made the bows, so I'll show you how I did that real quick. It's really simple. So I have my needle here, and I made a knot at the end. I don't know if you could see that, but I made a knot, and then I also have a little piece here. So what I do is I just make a little loop that looks like this, and then I just turn it over to the other side, and I just press it down right in the middle of it. So you already have a little bow shape. And then I just take my needle. Oh, so just press it down right in the middle, and you can move it around just a little bit so that it's right in the middle. And then I just take my needle and pierce all 3 layers, just like this. And then I just do that a couple more times just to make it secured so that it doesn't move around. And then I start wrapping around the whole thing right in the middle. So it's better to have a thread that matches your ribbon. I'm just using something brighter so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm actually pulling a little hard so that the middle part is cinched. And then after I do that, I just make sure that the bow looks okay. And then I finish the thread by piercing the whole thing right in the middle again several times. So yeah, that's basically it. And I'm just gonna add one more, or pierce it one last time. Make sure it's tighter. But yeah, and then you can just add this wherever you want. I know it looks a little weird because I'm using a scrap piece of ribbon, but yeah, and then I leave the thread hanging long so that I can use it to sew it on to ornaments. But you can also use like a pin like this. This is how I'm gonna use it, but put a little pin in the middle so that you can add a little accent to your bow, and I think that looks really cute. So yeah, that's how I make my bows. It's not perfect, but I think it looks okay. to me at least. So, and then I also, I actually worked on my snow angel, and I'm sure it's really hard to tell, but I started this later section with another Krennic and DMC blend. So I'm going to work on this again tonight and also try finishing these ornaments. And after I'm done with that, I'll start my next group of ornaments with this fabric. So with this, it'll be the teapot, angel, house, and the fish. So yeah, maybe I'll pull these out and make this into a domed ornament. I think I could easily unstitch that, so yeah, I'm going to think about that because it would be nice to have another rounded ornament in between. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I actually got a couple of questions about beads and fabric, but I'll talk about that in my next video with some examples to show if I can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and commenting on my videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.